What shall we make today? This is spaghetti. This is the brains from the yarn. This is just the inexpensive acrylic yarn. And we are going to get started on a mystery project. So let's get started. You're not going to need that much yarn. So if you do have scraps, you'll probably get away with maybe about 2 or 3 yards, 4 maybe, something like that. So we're going to start with getting rid of the cat hair. More cat hair. See, I have a black cat and I have an orange cat and I have a gray cat. So nothing that I have will ever be cat free. So we're going to start this with a magic circle. And that is just, you place it, people make it way more difficult than it needs to be. You just place this over your hand like this and you pinch it. That's it, just pinch it. Then you grab this yarn, you wrap it around your fingers. And then you cross it. So you get this little X on the back of your hand and you pinch it down and you wrap it around your hand. And then you just tuck it up underneath your thumb. You're just holding on to it there. It's just a placeholder. Now you've got these 2 bars across from each other. What we need to do, they have to be parallel. Take our hook. Now this yarn is for a 5 hook. That's what I have. This is a Susan Bates number 5 or 5mm hook. It's considered has an ergonomic handle. Get whatever hook works for you. There's thousands of hooks out there on the marketplace. Just give it a try and see which ones you like. I happen to like these a lot. So you're going to, let me back up. You're going to take your hook. You're going to slide it underneath the first bar. You're going to slide it forward. You're going to drop it down on the second bar and pull the second bar through like you're pulling a bowstring. Okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to pretend like we're scooping ice cream. We're just going to scoop it. And now we've got this twist at the top. I'm going to just grab that twist, kind of pull it down onto the throat of the hook. And now what we're going to do is put our finger up underneath. You can see that. And we're just going to press that to the back. All right. So now we've got this crazy looking contraption. Now you load up our yarn. And now we're going to trade off the pinch. And we're just going to pinch it with this hand. We're just holding it steady. And then we take our hook, yarn over, and we're just going to pull through the loop that we have. Right? And then we just tighten that down. We just turn this around. Now when we start crocheting, we want to make sure that we have our loop and we have the tail end of the yarn is coming off this direction. We're going to crochet over this tail, but we want to make sure not to crochet completely over the tail because we have to pull this to make this loop smaller. So the tail always needs to be exposed, but we are going to be crocheting over both of these pieces right here. So we're going to be crocheting over this one and this one. Now to get started, we're going to do 5 single crochets. And the crazy thing is this first stitch right here, this does not count as a single crochet. No, not single crochet. This is just it's just a placeholder. So what we're going to do is go through the middle, grab the yarn, pull up. Now we've got 2 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2. We're going to go back down through the loop, the loop, yarn over, pull up a piece of yarn, and we got 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. We don't want to be doing this really tight because we have to get stitches in here later. We don't want to be really loosey-goosey either because then it'll just look bleh. If you're having a hard time managing holding all of this, what I suggest that you do is you take your ring finger, you put it through the loop along with your middle finger, and your thumb you use to press these 2 bars together to hold on to them. And then you use your middle finger to kind of push against this and balance that all out. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull up a loop. So now we have 3. We're going to go back down through the middle, yarn over, and then we have 4, and we need 5 is what we're going for. What's going to happen is as we've been crocheting, we've been putting tension on it, and this first stitch has gotten a little bit tighter. It's going to be harder to get into when we get back to it, but that's okay. So now that we have 5 single crochets on here, so we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to grab this, and we're going to pull the tail, and it's going to get teeny tiny small. You can pull it really tight. With acrylic yarn, cotton yarn, you can pull tight. If you do something with the chenille, you're not going to be able to do that. Now what we have to do is get a slip stitch into this first stitch, which is always going to be a challenge because it's not going to want to go because this stitch wound up being really tight. If you find it super tight and hard to get into, what you can do is just take another hook that's a little bit smaller. This is a 4. And just take your 4 and kind of wiggle it through. There you go. And then this is called the thumb rest. You can do is take it and run it up to the thumb rest and then just kind of twirl the thumb rest around a little bit. And that'll give you some room. Go ahead and yarn over and pull up. And now you've got this there. Now you can go back and pretend like you did it with the 5mm hook the entire time. And then you just do a slip stitch. Now we have our slip stitch. We're going to chain 2. Then we're going to double crochet. Another double crochet. Amazingly enough, another double crochet. It's all going through the same stitch. We're going to chain 2. And then we're going to slip stitch to the next stitch down here. And we've just finished our first petal. Now we're going to do is chain 2. And we're going to double crochet. We need 3 double crochets into this spot. Now double crochets are just yarn over. We're going to put it through there, come back up, yarn over, pull up, and we got 3 loops. And pull through 2, pull through 2. And now we're going to chain 2. And we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. Chain 2. Double crochet. Another double crochet. Chain 2. Slip stitch, chain 2, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, chain 2, slip stitch, chain 2. Put in the comments what you want to learn how to crochet, a project that you've always been wanting to do but has been too intimidating to even start, and we'll see if we can do it together. Chain 2 and slip stitch. We just need to, and then to finish this off, we're just going to yarn over, pull through this loop, and we're just going to tighten that down. And then the next step is weaving in our ends. Now what I like to do is we're going to take this and thread it through. And I'm going to go through these. I'm going to get myself back to that place where this one is. And now it's not really going to go anywhere because it's a flower. You're going to use it as a decoration. I'm just going to tie this. And I'm actually going to leave this on the back because I have a project that I'm doing. And what I want to do is I want to take my flower and to be able to tie it onto this in such a way that, a little bow tie here, when I want to take this down, and give myself a little bit of a trim so that's not visible, and I need to trim that one too. So when I want to take this down, I can just undo it and I can change it out. So this is a little garland that I'm making. It's got a little heart and now it has a little flower. There you go.